You think the problem is that you don't earn enough. You think if you just made a little more money, your debt would disappear, your savings would grow, and life would finally feel stable. But I'm money, and I can tell you something uncomfortable. Most people don't lose me because they earn too little. They lose me because they manage me emotionally, not strategically. Today, I'm going to show you how to pay off debt and save money at the same time in 2026, without extreme restriction, without burnout, and without pretending you enjoy suffering. Let's begin. Part 1. Stop treating debt and savings like opposites. Humans love false choices. Should I pay off debt first, or should I save first? You treat it like it's one or the other. But when you ignore savings completely and throw every dollar at debt, you create fragility. Then, life happens. Car repair, medical bill, job delay, broken appliance. And guess what you do? You borrow again. That's why many people feel like they're running in place. They're not failing, they're being interrupted. Even a small emergency fund, $500 to $1,000, creates psychological stability. Stability reduces panic. Reduced panic improves decisions. And good decisions are how I stay. Part 2. Focus on one clear strategy. Overwhelm kills progress faster than low income. People try snowball method, avalanche method, budget overhaul, side hustle, investing, extreme frugality. All at once. Your brain doesn't scale like that. Pick one clear priority, highest interest debt, or smallest balance for momentum. Momentum matters more than perfection. Consistency beats intensity. I don't respond to heroic bursts. I respond to repeated systems. Part 3. Separate survival from lifestyle. Most people don't know what they actually need. When survival expenses and lifestyle upgrades mix together, everything feels necessary. Survival, housing, utilities, basic food, transportation. Lifestyle, convenience delivery, subscription stacking, impulse upgrades, emotional comfort spending. When you separate these, clarity appears. Clarity reduces guilt. Reduced guilt reduces rebound spending. Debt disappears faster when you stop fighting yourself. Part 4. Stop relying on motivation. Motivation feels powerful, but it is neurologically unstable. Research in behavioral psychology shows that willpower decreases under stress, fatigue, and decision overload. This is called ego depletion. Translation: the more chaotic your life becomes, the worse your financial discipline becomes, unless systems are in place. In 2026, most people face constant digital distractions, subscription auto-renewals, buy now, pay later options, one-click spending, algorithm-driven impulse marketing. If your debt plan depends on feeling disciplined, you're competing against billion-dollar persuasion systems. Automation is not laziness, it is defense. Practical implementation. Set automatic minimum plus extra principal payments. Set automatic savings transfers 24 hours after paycheck deposit. Set fixed bill days to reduce calendar chaos. Use spending alerts over $25. The less you manually decide, the less you emotionally react. Emotion creates volatility. Automation creates stability, and stability protects cash flow. Emotional spending is the hidden leak. Most spending isn't logical, it's emotional regulation. You don't buy things because you need them. You buy because you're tired, anxious, bored, or frustrated. Emotional spending isn't luxury spending, it's coping spending. If you cut essentials first, you create resentment. Resentment leads to rebellion. Rebellion leads to binge spending. Instead, identify the trigger, redirect the habit. Replace $40 impulse shopping with $10 planned comfort budget. Pre-decided small rewards. Structure beats suppression. Use sinking funds, the most underrated tool. Most debt cycles don't start with irresponsibility, they start with predictability ignored. Average annual non-monthly expenses for households include car maintenance, $800 to $1,200, medical deductibles, $500 to $2,000, holidays and gifts, $600 to $1,500, home repairs, unpredictable but common. These are not emergencies, they are delayed certainties. A sinking fund works because it smooths volatility. Example: instead of panicking over a $1,200 car repair, you set aside $100 per month. When the repair hits, nothing changes emotionally. No stress, no credit card, no setback. Categories to consider in 2026: tech replacement fund, phones, laptops, annual insurance premiums, travel fund, subscription renewals, education or certification upgrades. Sinking funds convert spikes into flat lines. Flat lines are sustainable. Protect cash flow before attacking debt aggressively. Liquidity is psychological oxygen. Many people feel powerful when they make a large debt payment. Then 2 weeks later, their checking account drops dangerously low. Low cash balances increase stress hormones. Stress increases reactive spending. You must separate debt reduction speed from financial resilience. Example: you have $3,000 in savings and $10,000 in debt. Aggressive mindset: throw $2,500 at debt. Stable mindset: keep $1,500 to $2,000 buffer. Attack debt with controlled consistency. Why? Because a $1,000 unexpected expense with no buffer forces you backward. Speed without resilience creates relapse. Debt payoff is not a sprint, it's a stability test. Accept slow progress. Debt freedom rarely feels dramatic. In fact, psychologically, it feels anticlimactic. Why? Because debt reduction reduces pain. It doesn't create pleasure. You don't feel wealthy when debt drops from $8,000 to $7,200, but mathematically, an $800 reduction at 22% APR can save hundreds in long-term interest. Compounding works both ways. Interest compounds against you. Consistency compounds for you. Small reductions today reduce interest tomorrow, which increases future cash flow, which accelerates progress. This is delayed reinforcement. Most people quit during delayed reinforcement. Disciplined people survive it. Keep savings slightly inconvenient. Behavioral economics calls this friction design. When access is easy, impulse wins. When access requires a few steps, reflection enters the process. Practical structure: separate bank for savings, no debit card linked, 1 to 2 day transfer delay, no savings balance displayed in daily spending app. This doesn't block emergencies, it blocks boredom spending. The goal is not to hide money, it's to protect intention. Savings that are too comfortable become temptation. Savings that are slightly inconvenient become protection. Redefine success. Extreme debt payoff plans often fail for one reason. They are built on intensity, not sustainability. Examples of collapse strategies: 6-month rice and beans budgeting, cutting all social spending, 80-hour work weeks for short bursts. These create burnout, social isolation, and rebound spending. A sustainable plan includes small discretionary allowance, realistic timeline, 18 to 36 months, not 6, planned breaks, not impulsive splurges, Financial success is not measured by speed. It is measured by permanence. Track behavior, not just balances. Balances are lagging indicators. Behavior is a leading indicator. Instead of only tracking how much debt is left, track number of impulse purchases per week, emotional trigger frequency, days under budget, savings transfer consistency. Patterns matter more than totals. If impulse spending drops from 8 times a week to 2, your future balance is already improving, even if today's number hasn't changed. Awareness reduces shame because it shifts focus from identity, I'm bad with money, to pattern, I overspend when stressed. Patterns can be adjusted. Identity attacks create paralysis. Increase income strategically. 2026 reality. In 2026, cost of living volatility and automation shifts mean income diversification is no longer optional for many households, but working more hours is not the solution. Strategic income growth means skill stacking. Combine 2 moderate skills into a higher value niche. Example, basic coding plus industry knowledge, specialized consulting. Negotiation. Most salary growth comes from switching roles or negotiating, not annual raises. Freelance specialization. General freelancers compete for price. Specialists compete for expertise. Asset building. Digital products, licensing, dividend investments, microequity in startups. The goal is margin, not exhaustion. Income growth multiplies every system you've already built. Without it, progress relies only on restriction. Stop optimizing. Start stabilizing. Optimization culture creates instability. You switch budget apps, debt methods, investment strategies, savings rules. Every switch resets momentum. Instead, pick one method. Commit to 90 days. Track. Refine slowly. Systems compound only when uninterrupted. Stability reduces decision fatigue. Reduced fatigue improves discipline. Discipline sustains results. Money does not reward constant tweaking. It rewards consistent structure. If you want to pay off debt and save money in 2026, remember this. You don't need extreme restriction, self-punishment, financial shame. You need clear systems, emotional awareness, cash flow protection, and consistency. I don't flow toward chaos. I flow toward clarity. Choose one system from this video. Start this week. Repeat it quietly, and I'll start staying longer.